Hi, guys. Happy Tuesday. I hope you had a great weekend and you enjoyed your extra day off. So, taking a look in the yellow box today, you can see you're going to need your notebooks to do some practice problems with me during this slide presentation. Then you need to click the link for the end of lesson Google form. And then please complete 15 minutes of iReady for today. All right, guys. So also, every time I assign iReady lessons for you to complete for your lesson for the day, the percentage of students that are actually following through with doing that assessment for the day is pretty low. So if you did not do your iReady lesson from Friday, log on. Please get it done today. Also, when you log into iReady, if you see anything on the left-hand side that says like a teacher assigned lesson, you need to make that up. So it's in the grade book as an I until it's made it up. And also, please make sure you email me whenever you do make up an iReady lesson. All right, so this week, our spirit day is Ritter Ram Day. So on Friday, we're asking you to either wear your Ritter Ram t-shirts or some blue and gold to show your school spirit. Our math standards are still the same. We are going to take a look at how we can now interpret our numerical expressions in written form to number form and number form to written form. So you might have gotten a little look at that in your iReady lesson, those of you who did your work. If not, when you go back and make that up, it might help give you some more understanding of what we're doing today. All right, so again, if you haven't gotten your notebooks, please push pause, go grab them. And we're going to open up to a clean page. So the first thing I want you to think about is which of these terms over here means the answer to? So if I want the answer to an addition problem, which of these words would I use? The answer to a subtraction problem, which of these words? Multiplication, division. So which of these words would we call the answer part of an addition sentence, a subtraction sentence, a multiplication number sentence, and a division number sentence? So we've been using these terms a lot this year. So the answer to an addition problem, you should have thought sum. Okay, so if I have 5 plus 3 equals 8, 8 is called the sum of that problem. All right, so now subtraction. Subtraction is called the difference. So again, if I have something like 10 minus 2 and my answer is 8, I would call 8 the difference of 10 and 2. So the answer to the subtraction problem is called the difference. Multiplication. So this one you guys are pretty familiar with, and I remember you using it a lot in your math vocabulary and number talks. The answer to a multiplication problem is the product. And the last one, the answer to a division problem is quotient. So you're going to really need to use these vocabulary words in order to apply them to today's lesson. So taking a look over here, whenever I have parentheses, that means that I need to do that part first. Parentheses means the answer to. So if I have over here in parentheses 10 plus 2, that means the answer to 10 plus 2. The answer to 10 minus 2. The answer to 10 times 2. The answer to 10 divided by 2. But again, I want to go back and use, in place of saying the answer to an addition problem, I want to substitute these words in. So whenever I see parentheses, that means I'm looking for a sum, a quotient, a difference, the product. So I want you to take a look at these items over here, and we're going to go ahead and try and match these with these expressions over here. So I want you to push pause on the video and kind of see what you would match up, and then when you're ready, come back and push play. All right. So taking a look at this first one, I see that I have inside the parentheses an addition problem. So that means that I am looking for the sum of 2 and 4. And then when I see plus 4, that means I'm going to increase it by 4. So today you're also going to be looking and using some other math vocabulary terms that tell you when to add, subtract, multiply, or divide. So again, because I have parentheses, I'm looking for the sum, and I can see that right here. So this first one, the sum of 2 and 4, or excuse me, 10 and 2 increased by 4 matches right here. Now inside parentheses, I see 10 minus 2. So I remember that the answer to a subtraction problem is called the difference. So this statement here would be the difference of 10 minus 2 plus 4. Or in this case, you can see instead of saying plus 4, we're using the term increased by 4. All right, 2 more to go. So again, inside parentheses, 10 times 2 plus 4. So I know I need the answer to that multiplication problem, or again, I would say the product of 10 and 2 increased by 4. And then the last one would be the quotient of 10 and 2 increased by 4. And just like I said, there's other terms you can use to say add 4. So the quotient of 10 and 2, we said that I could use something like increase by 4. I could say plus 4. I could say instead of increase by 4, I could say the product of 10 and 2, then add 4. So there's lots of different ways that you can get across what's happening in these expressions. All right, so let's take a look. So we're going to do a little match game here, and you're going to see cards like this on your exit ticket. So we're going to assume that this top choice here is A, B, C, and D. Okay, and the same thing will be on your exit form today, your Google form. When you see cards like this, you're going to think of the top one as answer choice A, B, C, and D. All right, so over here is the statement. It says the sum of 6 and 9 doubled. The sum of 6 and 9 doubled. So push pause, write down A, B, C, or D, and when you're ready, come back and push play. All right. So one of the things that I know is I have over here some that have parentheses, like this, the 2 in blue, and then the 2 in this green color don't. So I'm going to be looking for some key words again that tell me, do I need parentheses or not? And I see that word sum. So I know that when I see the word sum, that I have some parentheses. So you can see how I'm just kind of drawing them in here. So if you actually had a worksheet in front of you, you could draw that in to show where the parentheses are. And I know that sum means to add. So I'm looking for something that has parentheses, and inside is an addition problem that says 6 plus 9. Well, I see a 6 plus 9 right here. I see a 6 plus 9 right here, and I see a 6 plus 9 right there. Now, I know that because it says sum, I have to choose the one with parentheses. Now, let's take a look at the second part of this problem because it says doubled. The term doubled is another way of saying times 2 or to multiply by 2. So let's see how we did. Did you pick answer choice C? We were correct. So again, the sum of 6 and 9 doubled, which is again the same thing as saying times 2. So let's take a look at another card here. 3 times the sum of 23 and 19. So do you think it's answer choice A, B, C, or D? Push pause, write down the letter that you're thinking, and then we'll go over it when you're ready. All right, guys, so here we go. I see another key term, again, that word sum, which tells me that I need some parentheses. So I'm going to just slide these in here. So I'm looking for something inside parentheses of 23 and 19. All right. So I see 23 plus 19 here. I see it right here, but it's not inside parentheses. I also see it up here, and it's not inside parentheses. And down here, I see it kind of, but it's broken up. So let's keep going. So I know I need to start off with 3 times. Well, I do see 3 times here and here. The parentheses of 23 plus 19 are the sum of 23 and 19. So did you have answer choice B? Now would be a good time if you haven't gotten these 2 correct, or if you don't understand what I'm saying after going over them, that you shoot me an email. So that way we can talk about these problems a little bit more. If you feel like you're good, let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. 7 times the difference between 102 and 65. So make your answer choice in your notebook now, and when you're ready, come back and push play. All right, so let's see what we have. 7 times, all right? So right there, I know I need to multiply. The difference, oh, there's a key word again, between 102 and 65. Well, when we were talking about that first slide, the difference means the answer to a subtraction problem. So I'm looking for 7 times inside parentheses 102 minus 65. The word difference tells me that I need parentheses and that it's a subtraction problem. So you should have put answer choice D right here, you can see. All right. Here we go. The quotient of 96 and 8 minus 32. Push pause, make your answer choice, come back when you're ready. All right, so it says the quotient of 96 and 8. And there's that other key word, quotient. Quotient means the answer to a division problem. So I need the answer to a division problem inside parentheses, and then I need to minus or subtract or decrease by 32. All right, so you should have picked answer choice B. You can see right here those parentheses with 96 and 8 being divided. Again, minus 32. So right here. All right, so this is the last one we're going to go over together. This one is a little bit trickier, so take your time. The sum of 65 and 19 divided by the sum of 3 and 9. So push pause, review your answer choices, come back when you're ready to go over it with me. All right. How many of you noticed when you reread this to yourself, or maybe when you heard it the first time, that there were 2 different times where we had to use parentheses in this problem? Because the word sum appears twice. So I need to find the sum of 65 and 19. So you can see, all right, well, wait a second. Here we go. 69 and 9, or 65 and 19, 65 and 19, 65 and 19, all inside parentheses. But then it comes up again, and it says divided by the sum of 3 and 9. So I have to have a second set of parentheses, and I see that these 3 problems all do have a second set of parentheses. Do you see this word divide right here? Well, having that word divide tells me that I actually have a division sign separating my 2 sets of parentheses. So I need to have the sum of 65 and 19, a division sign, and then again the sum of 3 and 9. So I needed to have another set of parentheses with an addition problem in between. So you should have picked answer choice C. All right, so it's now time for you to head over to your Google form and complete your exit ticket. If you have any questions, please send me an email. Again, I am reminding you to please log on to iReady, complete your ode lessons. I really want to change those eyes in the grade book. So look on the left-hand side when you log in for those teacher assigned lessons. All right, guys. Again, reach out if you have questions. Thank you.